Hi friends!
It has been a few days since we put in the fix. It rained overnight at least twice, and checked the engine every day, and not a drop of water in the engine compartment, which is good news, meaning that fix worked. Alright, so it rained, and this fix here was not enough. So the engine is still wet. So it rained, and now we still have some wet spots on the engine. Ooh, and this is pretty wet. So it's coming from here and here. So adding this is not enough. It's probably plugged one of the leaks. So it looks like the problem now is this.
Thank you very much.
Here. It's leaking through here. This gasket is not fitting properly. You can see here. So the water just drips in because that is wet right under here. See how that is moving? So that's all. And if you go from this side here, if you go from here, so as you can see right here, there's a huge gap between the glass and the gasket, so possibly the water dripping in collects in here and goes down through all the way, and right there starts to drip back in that gasket. So the plan for now is to try to put some silicone along this way, close this gap all the way down, and see what happens next time it rains. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to use a paper towel just to dry up the section where I'm going to apply the silicone.
Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment below, and take a moment to subscribe to our channel.
So we're cleaning it with a bit of alcohol. That will make it easier for the silicone to stick on the glass. Also cleans all the dirt, grime. So check out the gap here. It's huge. So maybe the water is going through here. We're gonna cover this gap with silicone. So we're gonna, for this we're gonna use Mono Silicone Pro, the clear one, and it's shrink and crack proof. Alright, so I have added the silicone here, hoping that this will stop it from dripping, but that doesn't seem to have done a lot of a difference. Maybe not too much difference, if any, I can't tell. So it's, you can see that it's dripping right here, right there. This is where it's dripping from, one spot, and the other spot is here. How did it get there? I don't know. And then the next spot is right here, down there. It seems to be coming off from right here. But this one goes all the way to the bottom, so it doesn't matter. It just lands on the body, on the frame of the truck, so we're not a problem. And the rest is clean. Yeah, no dripping on this side. So I guess my solution is, after trying all that, just put a piece of Reflectix on top of the engine when it rains. and let the reflectix push the water all the way over the engine and onto this side. As you can see, it dripping, and it drips onto the body of the transit. So that should not be an issue. Just remove the paper from here. Look at this. Oh my god. This is it. That's what's causing it. Just remove that. Look at how much it's dripping. And the fix. It's not the paper right here. Just right there. Right under the windshield. Right there. Stick it in. Still coming. So this is the summary of what we've done so far. Our first attempt was to add silicone around here to prevent from leaking into the engine bay, and that, I guess it did something, but it didn't fix the problem. So the second thing we did, we added silicone all around the windshield, just in case the water was leaking through and under. And then
Did that work?
that did not seem to work, fix the problem either. Maybe it helped, but it didn't fix it. So when it was raining, I noticed that the water was coming down here in this gutter, and it was hugging the under part of the windshield. It was just somehow the surface tension, it was under the windshield and going in here, just below, behind the silicone and behind the windshield, and it would have the problem dripping over here. So for a temporary solution, I stuffed some paper towel in here, in this spot, so the water wouldn't continue under the glass, it wouldn't continue over this way. So the water would just follow into the tray and out, and that seemed to work. That seemed to stop the dripping. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to add silicone here, because if we leave the paper towel, when it freezes in the winter, it's probably going to crack the windshield. So we're just going to use some silicone, which is very flexible and will adjust with the temperature. And in order to apply the silicone here, because this is all empty under here, I want to build like a temporary wall, so I'm going to use this styrofoam thing to build the wall of silicone behind here. That's it. So it will force the water as it comes down to just drip, not follow under the glass and continue. So I'm going to start from the bottom, applying the silicone. So now let me see if I can just push it. There we go. So the water should just drip down this way and go into the tray down here. This is a rubber piece that's easily removable. So, there we go. Just ensuring there's a gap here for the water to go by. And so when the water, okay, ready? So when the water is coming down this way, now it will hit the silicone and either go over the tray into the drain, or it'll go under, follow this route onto the tray. We're just making sure that it won't follow under the glass all the way in there. So what we need to do is we need to fill in this spot here with silicone all the way to the top of the base here. So the water, when it comes down and it's under the windshield, it will find a barrier and it will follow through this spot here into the tray. So it's going to come through here, not find anything, it will go under the tray here. Okay, so now we have a better view. So as the water comes through here, it comes up to here, it will find the barrier right here, and it will drop like this in here and ends up on this tray down here and out. What we're going to do is we're going to remove this part here, this little rubber thing, so we can put the silicone under the windshield. And it has two tabs here. We're using one of these tools, and slowly just go and start pulling a little at a time. That one here, I don't want to break it, and it just slowly comes out, just a little at a time. There we go. There we go. You can feel it as it moves out, and there it is. That's one part. This is the other part. Will come off shortly. Just a little tap, then slowly. There we go. And now you can pull it out. There we go. And out. Two. This baby comes out.
You're not doing it to the camera.
There we go. It's got a little silicone already from the previous attempt. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the silicone and push it all the way in here using this one. I'm just going to go in like this, and then take the silicone and push it and make a wall all the way from the bottom of the windshield, from the base, starting that part of the base all the way to here, so it's got a wall, and the water will drop through here and not continue into the windshield. Now, using this tool, I'm going to try and push it all in.
I can't see it.
Let's put some more. Now, of course, it's hard to tell when there's enough, so just put as much as you can. All right. So now we're cleaning up just to make sure there's a gutter here for the water to just come down in here. Perfect. Now it's enough. So we're going to put this back on, and this is the process we're going to use. We're going to put the sleeve in first, and then you can insert this on it. Ooh. There we go. Attempt number 2. So we're just going to put the sleeves only first. Insert the sleeve in. Excellent. And I think they were turned like this. Yep. Now we're going to put in the top. Simply push it in. There we go. To test it, we're just going to take this water, drop it in here in the gutter, and see if it's going to end up in here or it's going to go under the windshield and start the dripping process right here. That's enough water going in. All right. Now, moment of truth. Shit, it's working. Yep. There's no water dripping in here. Let's pretend it's raining. See the water coming out there. So first we're gonna wipe, because when I open the hood, water always goes in. Okay, so there's water dripping here, but that's okay. Point is, there is no water on the reflectors at all. This is good. No water at all. That's working. It has been a few days since we put in the fix. It rained overnight at least twice, and checked the engine every day, and not a drop of water in the engine.
Thanks for watching.
Which is good news, meaning that fix worked.